All right, hello and welcome once again. We are here at Gamescom, and with me right now is Rogue's very own aKm, champion of the Overwatch Atlantic Invitational. And aKm, when many people look at Rogue's challenge here today and how you guys got to the top, a lot of people are going to be looking at you as one of the biggest factors. How do you think things that came about today, and why were you able to play at such a high level at LAN?
We've been boot camping for 2 weeks, like maybe 10 hours, 15 hours a day. And we knew we could beat everyone, we just had to step it up. And we have LAN experience, so that helps a lot. Adrenaline on the stage, and that's it.
It's interesting because I've been able to watch your sort of ascent over the last months or so, different tournaments, weeklies, invitationals, you name it. And over time, it felt like you've gone from a sort of good hit scan DPS, not one that people said, oh man, it's aKm, but like really good. And then it just over the last few weeks, it feels like you've taken the next step. And being at LAN, it didn't affect you at all. If anything, it brought your level of play up even more. So I'm not sure if it's just gelling with the team more again, where you used to Overwatch or what, but it really feels like you've brought things to a new level in recent times.
I'm used to LAN, so I already step it up on the stage and everything. But my team actually helps me a lot. They are making me able to make plays for them. So I don't want to take all the credit, but it's for them first.
So, of course, you guys had a tough road to go through here. Not only did you have to go through Reunited in the grand finals, but you had to get through the big dog in the block, and many people, or the favorite of many people to win the tournament today in Envious. How were you guys thinking going into the Envy game? Clearly you didn't think they were unbeatable. They were not unbeatable. But then, what were you thinking immediately after beating them? Did you feel like you sort of were destined to win here today immediately after taking them out?
We knew we could beat them. We knew they're humans, so they are beatable,
Yep.
of course. We knew it would have been tough, and I don't know, it just, after the match, it just felt amazing. Like, we wanted to dance everywhere. And after, we said, for the final, after we beat Envious, like, for their 57th win streak or something,
Yeah.
we said we have to win it, but we just have to win it.
Yeah, I mean, you were able to beat them. Now, let me just ask this. Did it feel like they were off their game at all, or is it just you guys think you played that much at LAN? A little bit of both. Some people looked at the Envy game and thought, man, they didn't seem to come out quite as strong today as they normally did.
About Reunited or Envious?
Envy.
Envy. I don't usually watch their games, I only watch their boss to know their composition. But I just think overall the NA level is a bit lower than EU. Just people don't realize that, because every time we go play on NA servers, we have 200 ping, so we can't really compare the match. Like, and they play good. Maybe they were off a level a bit, but I still think they're at the level.
It's interesting you mention that, because NA has been an interesting situation here. Envious, of course, the core of their team, 5 players are EU, 1 is NA, but they've been boot camping in NA for a while, in NA comp, and they've been very dominant over the last few months, to be sure. Meanwhile, EU has been the slugfest, where for a time there's really 4 teams that were all competing for top spot. If it was you guys that were always in the mix, Misfits, Creation, and Reunited. Creation, of course, now Dignitas, and they've fallen off in the last few weeks, so you sort of have a top 3, but it's still back and forth between all the teams that were on top, and yet maybe it was the boot camp or not, but you guys really brought a higher level here today.
Yeah, it's true. Like, it's always tight between the 3 European teams. I mean, the 4 with Dignitas, but they're falling off, like you said. But I'm pretty sure if Envious, for example, they are playing in EU, it would have been the same. It would be tight between all of the teams.
Yeah, I mean, and also it's a little bit of payback. Like, there is, I say this entirely joking, it's like, man, Envious, they're turncoats, they betrayed EU. You have this EU core, they go to NA, and yet you guys were able to win this officially for EU here today.
Yeah, and we are proud of it.
So I guess looking forward, this is now the Atlantic Invitational in the bag. Anything that you're looking forward to in the Overwatch Open taking place next week? Anything you're looking out for? Basically just execute the same game plan that you guys did here today.
Yeah, we want to qualify, and we wish to do the best at the Overwatch Open, and we wish to do as good as we did today.
Awesome. And hey, look at it this way. You guys were able to defend EU soil here today in Germany. What greater way to go forward and take an NA championship away in Atlanta later on into September. So definitely, I think a lot of people will be rooting for you. But other than that, any final words before we wrap things up?
Well, I want to thank all our fans watching and cheering for us. And I want to thank Rogue for bringing us here, and our sponsors, Onlit, Lit, and Zoe.
All right. Well, thank you. That's an awesome trophy. Well, thank you, aKm, for joining us. Definitely looking forward to more in the future. Congratulations, Rogue, once again, for winning the championship here today, and definitely looking forward to see what comes in the Overwatch Open.
Awesome.